With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The United Nations nuclear watchdog says it cannot verify that Iran has suspended all uranium enrichment. Correspondent Donna Warder reports.
A confidential report from the International Atomic Energy Agency that was circulated to United Nations members says Iran is not allowing the IAEA to access nuclear facilities that were affected by the 12-day war in June. In the report seen by the Associated Press, the IAEA says it cannot verify whether Iran has suspended all enrichment-related activities or the size of Iran's uranium stockpile at the affected nuclear facilities. I'm Donna Warder.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says Scouting America will alter several policies to maintain support from the U.S. military.
The changes include a requirement that members use biological sex at birth and not gender identity. Hegseth has criticized Scouting America's historic rebrand from the Boy Scouts and other changes in recent years that he considers part of woke culture. The organization began allowing gay youth in 2013, ended a ban on gay adult leaders in 2015, and announced in 2017 that it would accept transgender students. Rich Thomason reporting.
President Trump says he's ordering all federal agencies to phase out use of Anthropic technology after the company's unusually public dispute with the Pentagon over artificial intelligence safety. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth also said he was designating Anthropic as a supply chain risk, a move that could prevent U.S. military vendors from working with the company. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 521 points, the Nasdaq dropped 210, the S&P 500 lower by 30. This is SRN News reporting. A new report on artificial intelligence and faith.
It comes from a joint project of the Barta Group and GLUE, and it indicates that about 1/3 of adults in this country now believe that spiritual advice from AI is just as good as what they might receive from a pastor. Amongst Gen Z and millennials, the youngest adults, 40% believe this. The numbers are raising concerns in some quarters as the U.S. tries to come to grips with AI, even as the technology is flooding different aspects of our lives. Michael Harrington reporting.
Israel's parliament has given preliminary approval to a bill that would put the country's Orthodox chief rabbinate in charge of the entire Western Wall in Jerusalem. This is raising fears among liberal Jews that mixed-gender prayer at the site will soon be outlawed. The Western Wall is the holiest site where Jews can pray. Its main plaza is for men only, but the site also has a section where men and women can pray together.
Your home smells of feces.
Yes.
People peeing in the streets.
Ooh, do you smell something?
Needles in the streets.
These are not tears. We are vomiting from our eyes.
And yet, what they're worried about? The words you use to call criminals. Because there's a certain stigma they don't want criminals to have to deal with.
Could we talk about something else?
I'm going to give you information that's going to make you have to make a decision, have to do something about what's going on in this country.
Something resembling anything.
If you want to get involved in the conversation, 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Check out my classic podcast. There's so much going on the website, but do something. Get involved.
The Joe Messina Show.
We are back at it again. That's right. You're with me, stuck with me for another day, another night, another whatever. I'm Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure. Appreciate the time you're spending with me here on the air. Texting, tweeting, Xing, Ying, Wing, whatever it is we do now. All this stuff. I have no clue. Anyway, always appreciate the time you're spending with me here, like I said, on the air and in the chat room and texting and just communicating any way you can, right? I mean, seriously, I got to tell you, there's so much going on, so much to pay attention to or understand, right? And there's more. I don't know the timing of all this. If you guys want to help me, please do. Joe@joemessina.com, Joe@joemessina.com. And you're seeing all this election stuff from 2020 come out. Anybody following me here? So you're seeing all this election stuff come out. You're finding out more and more and more from mainstream media even, that there was a lot of hanky-panky with that election. There was a lot of fraud in that election. Right? And you have to sit there and scratch your head and say, really? I mean, was it not that obvious at the time? I mean, how hard is it to understand that when you have a state that receives, I don't know, 300,000+ more ballots back than it sent out, is there not something wrong there? I'm just asking. I'm asking you to put all your politics aside and just give it some thought. Okay? Anyway, send me an email, joe@joemessina.com, joe@joemessina.com. The President Trump, he whipped them all up again. He stopped at Whataburger in Corpus Christi. And I got to tell you something. After he delivered remarks, you know how he does things, right? He ordered hamburgers for, is that the equivalent to buying votes or something? He ordered hamburgers for everybody. No, come on. I think that's great. Don't you? 855 Real Joe. 855-732-556. I wonder if you let me order two. Although I don't know about Whataburger. I've never eaten. I know it sounds crazy, but I've never eaten there, so I don't know. I don't know really much anything about it. But anyhow, this is not unheard of for him. You guys know this, right? He goes into some of these places, and I don't care whether it's hamburgers or pizza, whatever it is. He's just feeding people. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Am I missing something? No, in all seriousness, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? I mean, there's no reason in the world why if you're hungry, and that's the Italian to me. Matter of fact, if you're in Corpus Christi, you can head over, well, not head over to, but listen to KKTX 1300 AM. We're on there with them every day, and God bless them for taking the show. I do appreciate it more than you know. And as the crowd went down there, this is where the Dems go crazy. Nobody from the Democrat Party ever does stuff like this, and they've got money. Obama could have bought everybody in a joint something. His favorite place was Roscoe Waffles and Chicken. He could have gone in there and bought everybody a dinner. They don't have it in them. There's nothing like that going on between them. 855 Real Joe. 855-732-5563. And again, thank you very much. And then again, the president traveled to Texas to deliver remarks at the Port of Corpus Christi. He said, as President Donald Trump travels to Corpus Christi, Texas today, he returned to a state that is thriving under Republican leadership. It's powered by American energy dominance, bold tax relief, secure borders, and massive private sector investments. White House went on to say, under President Trump, Texas families are seeing real results in lower costs, higher wages, safer streets, more jobs, with much more to come as the Trump administration works tirelessly to repair the damage of the Biden-era White House. I was thinking about this today as I was looking through some stories and looking through some past stories that I did. And are you seeing that they are working overtime to tank Trump? And I don't mean the normal way where they're calling him a racist, a homophobe, a pedophile, a whataphile, or whatever. They're working overtime. And you think about it, if the Fed would just drop the interest rate, would interest rates come down? These people, I don't mean these people like in a bad way. I mean, the interest rates come down. People want to buy houses. They have more spendable income. Wages have gone up. You can prove that wages have gone up. They're getting more money back in their taxes. We're not in a deficit. You know, the Dems have you believe we don't get enough tax revenue. That's why we're in a deficit. No. You're spending too much money. That's why we're in a deficit. Seriously, it's crazy. And then you look at all the other stuff that they're doing to Trump. And actually, they're not doing it to Trump. They're doing it to us. They think if they can make us hurt enough, they will turn against him. They're fighting against the American people. You saw that during the speech. Joe Messina, your host. We'll be back in a little bit.
Have you ever picked up a towel set because it felt really soft in the store, but then when you go to use it, it's not very absorbent? That's why MyPillow has developed the MyPillow towels. Towels that work. The 6-piece towel set includes 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. And right now you can receive a 6-piece set for only $39.98 with promo code USA. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener special, and enter promo code USA, or call 800-951-8175. That's MyPillow.com, promo code USA.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you test and inject daily, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. That's 800-471-7065.
Take as little as 3 minutes to see if you could save on motorcycle insurance with Progressive. Come on, you've spent more time than that trying to name your bike.
How about the Crusher? I guess it's not really crushing anything. The Silver Bolt? No. Oh, what about Pepper? Mysterious. Is it a pet or a condiment? Surprise! It's a motorcycle. No, that's stupid.
Get a quote in as little as 3 minutes at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Okay, I'm talking funny because I'm in the witness protection program. I have too much credit card debt and I don't want people to find me.
Okay, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about credit card debt. Right, those plastic things that we all have in our wallet. Are you in your 50s or 60s and you're still carrying around a mound of credit card debt? Wouldn't it be nice to start banking that money and save a little money for retirement down the road? We help people restructure their credit card debt all the time. We show people how they can get out of credit card debt in months, not years. Listen, you'll be carrying around credit card debt for the rest of your life unless you deal with it right now. We offer a free consultation so you can learn how you can finally wipe out your credit card debt and start saving money. Give us a free call right now.
Call Debt Solutions Network now. 866-451-3328. 866-451-3328. That's 866-451-3328. Do you have a story to tell? Bring your story to life with audiobooks. Great stories deserve great storytelling. Audiobook Network provides professional voice actors and full production services for every author's manuscript. From narration, production, and editing to distribution, promotion, and sales, Audiobook Network handles everything. If you have a print book, ebook, or even a manuscript, call Audiobook Network now and get our free audiobook guide. 800-734-1229. 800-734-1229.
Attention, this is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
800-362-9337. 800-362-9337. That's 800-362-9337.
You've got a love bite on your neck. He's coming back this morning. What's the matter with you? Your life's going down the toilet. Cover up that damn thing. Come on, put some makeup on it. Right.
We are back. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged. Truly be part of the solution. Love it when you are. Love it when you're involved, you're paying attention, you know what's going on, and you can make a difference. Being informed will help you make a difference. All right, want to bring on one of my favorite guys to have on with me. Yeah, that's right. Retired Major General Paul Vallely joins us from time to time, get his insight on what's going on overseas with Iran, with the Saudis, with with Israel. With my God, there is so much happening globally, and the left is having a field day, saying, so much for peace, Trump, huh? So, General, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Joe. Always glad to join you in your great show. I love your show. It's just super.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that, sir. So talk to me, first of all, talk to me about what truly is happening in Iran. And you know more than I do, but I've been telling people, look, they're throwing up a smokescreen. They're just trying to buy themselves time. They're not going to give in. They don't want peace, correct?
Yeah, the mullahs never negotiate. They lie. They cheat. You can't believe them. That's why they never negotiate unless it's to their advantage. And of course, this situation is not to their advantage. So the troops are our Army, Air Force, Marines. We're all positioned in the area now with a lot of ships, a lot of airplanes, special operations forces, and they're set to go. I can tell you a little about the targeting if you want to.
I want to know exactly what's going on because the left is, again, Trump is putting our people into harm's way. He's weakening our military by stretching them so thin. It's like, since when do you guys care about the military?
Well, the Israelis are helping, particularly in the intelligence area. They have come up and validated on the amount of targets, what we call regime targets. There's 20 to 22 regime targets. And those targets are the IRGC, their military headquarters, their Army, their Air Force, their Navy. Cards Island, which is the Navy headquarters, is a target area where the mullahs are nested, we'll say. And Israel has been fighting a lot of internal intelligence to the United States on that. Israel's got a good intelligence operation going inside of Iran. And so the forces are in position. They're ready to launch at the president's order. And maybe we'll see that in the next few days.
General, is this an action that he can take without congressional approval?
Yes.
Oh, that was fast.
They haven't had.
Go ahead.
They haven't had congressional approval since World War II.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, we could back up and say, well, Obama did many of these kind of things, and so if you start calling Trump out on it, it shows you how much you hate this man. And actually, it's not even a hate for them; it's the hate they have for the country. Seriously.
Oh God, yeah, they're crazy, like you said, at these State of the Union address. They are crazy left-wing nutcases. They need to be eliminated from any part of our government for sure.
Yeah.
But when you look at the threats, what they're up to, they'll not negotiate. If you look at the Quran, it says, no, you can lie to us infidels, as they call the West, and our religions, so to speak. And so they have a mindset. But there are people in position. I belong to Cyrus Force Iran, which is an organization in the United States. So I get pretty good information from that organization of what's going on because they're in touch with people inside Iran. And so there are leaders being set up to take over once the mullahs are taken out of action. But they can't surface those names. That's why you don't hear them publicly, because they'll be picked up, assassinated, in the prison for sure. Mm-hmm. So anyhow, that's one situation. Not hearing much about Ukraine or Russia right now. We're hearing great things that are happening in Venezuela as a result of our takeover down there and working with the new Venezuelan government. But I think we're prepared to reinforce what we call the Monroe Doctrine, Donald Trump Monroe Doctrine, which is really cleansing the Western Hemisphere from the Arctic to the Antarctica. We don't want any radical Islamists in the Western Hemisphere. We don't want any communists in the Western Hemisphere. And I think the presidents down there, including what am I thinking of?
It's all right.
Oh,
no,
that's right. I'm trying to think of a couple of countries beside Mexico and the other countries down there. They're on order right now. I mean, they know that Trump is serious.
Well, I'm getting a kick out of some of this because now you're seeing. Look at what's going on with the cartels down in Mexico. Are we gonna help the Mexican government finish the work, or are they actually going to take a shot at the cartels for real this time?
Well, that operation belonged to us, by the way, that took out that senior cartel guy. The cartels are from in that whole area down there, including Colombia, are on notice right now. Their days are limited because we're not going to hold back. And so President Trump was down in Texas today and saw a big tanker from Venezuela in there packed with oil, and Venezuela will they'll get some benefit from that for sure. So Trump knows what he's doing, and as I call it, when I wrote the article, the Monroe Doctrine. And I also wrote an article for President Trump that we in fact take the Commonwealth concept that we have in Puerto Rico and do that with Cuba and get the Cuban people to stand up and get rid of their government, and we will go in and make them basically that kind of a situation there where they can grow and be a part of America like Puerto Rico.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. But you know what the left's going to say is he's going there trying to take it over, right?
Well, he is. He is taking it over. But he's going to do it in a way that it's away with the agreement with the Cuban people.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a psychological thing, but take it over from the standpoint of giving them guidance, giving them more prosperity, resurrecting all the sugar fields down there and all the great things that Cuba has to offer. And they do, but the people are suffering greatly. And so I think the Commonwealth concept, like we do with Puerto Rico, is very valid.
Well, let me come back so I can finish up with Iran, because I actually have a friend who reached out to me. They can't find his wife, and I'll explain that to you when we come back from the break. Double Senior host, don't go far. A lot more with the General when we return.
Attention homeowners. It's not if something's going to break, it's when. That's homeownership. If your dryer, your refrigerator, or your AC and heating breaks, that's an expensive call. And who do you call? Make it easy on yourself and call Choice Home Warranty. We've already done the research and have access to 25,000 technicians that can be at your home quickly. We've covered close to 2 million homes in the United States. There's a good chance your neighbors work with us. Call us right now before the next breakdown. We'll tell you everything that's covered in your home and give you the first month free with our ironclad 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and learn how to get your free month.
800-378-2250. 800-378-2250. 800-378-2250. That's 800-378-2250.
Limitations and exclusions apply. First month free with purchase of single plan. Visit choicehomewarranty.com for more details.
Life is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. But here's one thing you can control: making sure your loved ones are protected if the unexpected happens. At easyplans.com, we make getting life insurance, well, easy. In just a few minutes, you can apply online and buy direct. No awkward phone calls, no confusing jargon, and no agent will contact you unless you request help. Just clear, affordable coverage, designed to fit your life and your budget. Fast approval, flexible plans, and unlike other online insurance sites, Easy Plans won't sell your information to others. So no endless phone calls and text messages. Whether you're just starting a family, buying a home, or thinking ahead, easyplans.com has you covered. easyplans.com. We make buying life insurance, well, easy.
America's News Update, I'm John Schaefer. The government shutdown is now in its fourth week, hitting millions of Americans. On Saturday, food assistance funding will run out for more than 40 million people. Flight delays are also rising, with more than 1,000 reported today as air traffic control faces staffing shortages. The Senate failed to pass a short-term spending bill for the 13th time. A new report shows strong private sector job growth over the past 4 weeks. ADP says preliminary data indicates an average of more than 14,000 jobs added per week through October 11th, a big improvement from September. Due to the government shutdown, ADP will now release 4-week employment averages every Tuesday. Hurricane Melissa is pounding Jamaica, marking one of the strongest landfalls.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The United Nations nuclear watchdog says it cannot verify that Iran has suspended all uranium enrichment. Correspondent Donna Warder reports.
A confidential report from the International Atomic Energy Agency that was circulated to United Nations members says Iran is not allowing the IAEA to access nuclear facilities that were affected by the 12-day war in June. In the report seen by the Associated Press, the IAEA says it cannot verify whether Iran has suspended all enrichment-related activities or the size of Iran's uranium stockpile at the affected nuclear facilities. I'm Donna Warder.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says Scouting America will alter several policies to maintain support from the U.S. military.
The changes include a requirement that members use biological sex at birth and not gender identity. Hegseth has criticized Scouting America's historic rebrand from the Boy Scouts and other changes in recent years that he considers part of woke culture. The organization began allowing gay youth in 2013, ended a ban on gay adult leaders in 20...
Feel the rhythm now. We should be singing together, you and me, all night, holding hands and moving on. We should be singing together, you and me.
We're back at it. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Get involved. Get engaged. Be part of the solution. Really, be part of the solution. Okay, not the problem. Anyhow, we've got retired Major General Paul Vallely joining me. I always love it when he's on with me, and I mean that sincerely. We get, up close and personal, find out what's going on overseas with our allies and mostly enemies over there. And General, again, thanks for being with me.
My pleasure, Joe. Thank you.
Yeah, so we, again, finishing up with Iran, do you I don't know. Do you believe or do you think that the only way this is going to get fixed is militarily?
Well, look at the past 47 years. What they've done, the Americans, they've killed others. All of these crazy lunatic organizations like Hamas and others that they've supported. They're mean people. They're evil people. Look what they do to their own people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more concerned about that than I am the nuclear weapon capability right now.
Yeah.
I want to get in there and save those people. As I said, if you go to Cyrus Force on the internet, Cyrus Force Iran, you can see what that organization is doing, and I'm a member of that. So I'm deeply involved with the Iranians in the planning and what they see is happening if the mullahs are taken down in the next week or so.
Wow. You know, I have a friend of mine that reached out to me last week and said that his wife was on, they were both originally Iranian nationals. He's been an American or a U.S. citizen now for a couple of years. And he works for another friend of mine. And his wife was on par to be given her citizenship as well. And then when all the stuff flared up in Iran, it came to a grinding halt. And now he can't get a hold of her. So he is like beside himself trying to figure out how he's going to get into Iran. And I said, look, there got to be organizations out there that can help you. Instead of you going there after becoming an American citizen, I am sure that it's not going to go well for you if they find out,
Yeah, well, like I say, they have the National Council of Iran is one organization. It's based in Washington, D.C., and then Cyrus Force is based, and they're very well connected. And they're not; these groups are not supportive of the Shah's son at all.
Really?
And they tell me inside Iran, yeah, they're not supportive. He's the only face that's out there now, but they're not supportive of him because they remember what the Shah had done to the people, which took him out of office and allowed the mullahs to come in. Yeah, it's an interesting history, and a lot of people don't know, Joe. There's 6 different ethnic groups in Iran.
Really?
Yeah,
see, I didn't know.
The pure Iranians are the smallest part now. You have the yeah. Then you've got Arabs themselves. You've got other Arab organizations in the north, and so when you look at that, you'll see 6 different ethnic groups.
Wow, and again, here's another fear I have. Trump said he would help them. Trump said he told Iran, if you start killing people, we're coming in. We didn't.
Right.
And they've killed many people.
We haven't gone in yet. We haven't gone in yet.
Right. But I think they're starting to lose hope. Obviously, because they're killing people there, and we're not seeing they're not seeing any action on our side. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if they're watching any kind of TV over there, which they do, and watching the news, they see about 20 to 30 ships in an armada surrounding them.
So, and that was another thing I was going to tell you. I don't know how true this is, but my understanding is that both Russia and China seem to be helping Iran. Going to be supplying them with some weapons and so forth.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
They're allies. Yeah.
Did they not realize that the enormity of what might go down if they give those weapons to the Iranians? Yeah,
they do. But Iran has been supported by Russia. Russia started their nuclear program 20, 30 years ago.
Wow.
And of course, Iranians been shipping oil to China for quite a while. Yeah.
I love how
they're not going to do anything about it. Russia and China are not going to come into it.
I hope you love how I drag you all around the place because I get intrigued by some of this stuff. For instance, Russia. I mean, how long can Russia keep up these fights that they've got going on, or the support that they have, the fight that they have going on in Ukraine, and then support for Iran? Their economy is nowhere near ours, right?
No, but it's a strong economy in the largest country in the world. They have a lot going on in high tech. Their operations from building weapon systems. They have some of the most advanced fighters and missiles and so on. And when I was in Moscow, they have a very big, what would I say, business center there that they've built.
Mm-hmm.
And the war's over, basically. Russia controls everything on the ground. You'll notice you don't hear anything going on the ground anymore. They're popping some missiles and things like that. But Russia will keep the four pro-Western or pro-Russian what would I say?
The Russian
the four
area
areas,
that you kept telling me
Donbass.
about.
Yeah, they control, and they're all pro-Russian, by the way. They're not pro-Ukrainians.
So we blew all that money, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we sure did.
God, that's so
irritating.
irritating.
It went into nice homes that Zelensky bought. I understand Zelensky's wife bought a $150 million casino in Cyprus. They bought some ski resort in France. They own something I understand in Miami. Yeah, they spent our money well. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
But it's over. They're trying to recruit people on the ground in their forces, but they have suffered so much. So the ground war is over.
God bless. Just amazing. All right, let's finish up too with Mexico and the cartels.
Right.
Are you suggesting or saying or implying that Mexico is working with us or allowing us to work with them to put these guys in their place?
Yeah, some of Mexico, yeah, especially the Marinas, the Mexican Marine Forces and their special ops forces are working very closely with us now. But Sheinbaum, the president down there, she's run and controlled by the remaining cartel leaders. But their time is coming too.
Well, I know, again, I've not just from you, from other articles I've read, we have the ability to take them out. And,
sure we do.
The question or the concern is the minute we cross borders, then what? What happens? What does it start internationally? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, we shut the border down completely,
yes,
and so they're very vulnerable. They're very vulnerable. Our special ops forces are prepared to go in and take down the cartels on the ground. We watch them every day from the air. We know what's moving in the 5 cartel areas in Mexico. In the project, of course, the plan we sent to Trump was Operation Sinaloa, and that's going on the offense and taking down the cartels. My organization, the Stand Up America organization, wrote that plan for Trump, and Trump won.
Isn't it funny how we heard for 4 years that all they needed was more money in order to shore up the border, right?
Mm-hmm.
As they were pouring across, all we really needed was a new president. And what was
that's
it,
right.
Right? I mean, replace the president.
They need any money.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, right? Didn't take nickel one. It just took enforcing the law.
These stupid Congress people, they legislate. They don't do anything. They're not action people. When you look at our Congress, Democrats as well as Republicans, they're not action people.
Nope.
There's a few I can name are action people, but almost none of them. Very low IQ for most of them.
Yeah, General, when they got elected last year, I said the same thing I've been saying every year, and now I'm even more on the mantra, is that we don't have a Democrat-Republican Party. We just have a bunch of people that want the title. I mean, look at what they're doing and not doing. They have the ability. Mitch McConnell, go home. You're useless anyway.
Yep.
Just go home. And again, some of the other ones, Murkowski and a few others. I just don't understand. I'm having a mental breakdown. I don't understand.
Well, they love
voting.
the money. They love the money. They love the perks and the money.
Yeah.
And I agree with Trump. I think we should have in Congress, for example, a 6-year maximum for Congress people, and 10-year, maybe 2 terms for members of the Senate. And the same way with the what am I thinking of? The third branch of government there. Oh, I keep forgetting.
You're not talking about the judges.
The legal branch of government. The judges, the Supremes, as they call them.
We got to go for.
There should be no lifetime.
We got to go for
lifetime
break.
Jobs.
We got to go for break. Be back in a minute. Don't go far. A lot more with the General when we come back.
Omaha Steaks is rewriting the book on burgers with an all-new handmade texture for the juiciest home-style burgers you've ever tasted. Their pure ground burgers are made from single cuts of real aged Omaha steaks. These are truly steaks on a bun. Filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, sirloin, and even brisket burgers. Now is the time to experience the exclusive Burger Perfection Flight for just $79.99. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code TREAT at checkout to get an extra $20 off your order, plus free shipping. You'll get 4 of each pure ground burger, so you can sample all the steak on a bun greatness. These burgers are crafted for a juicier, more tender experience, making your mouth water with every single bite. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code TREAT at checkout and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight and discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
Right now, you can eliminate odors, mold, mildew, bacteria, and viruses in your home with the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. The Eden Pure Thunderstorm uses oxy technology that naturally sends out O3 molecules that seek out and destroy odors. The Thunderstorm doesn't mask or cover up bad smells, it eliminates them, leaving that fresh, clean smell, just like after a thunderstorm. The Thunderstorm is small, plugs right into the wall, and fits in the palm of your hand. Put one in your basement, bedroom, family room, kitchen, or anywhere you want clean, fresh air. It even includes a USB cord for your car or truck. Right now, save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. That's 3 units for under $200, a fraction of the cost compared to other air purifiers. Go to EdenPureDeals.com and use discount code USA3 to save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Use USA and the number 3. Shipping is free.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code PHIL25.
I've got a unique vacation idea for you that's right here in the United States. If you're ready for a vacation that's fun and downright affordable, listen up. It's driving distance for many of you, so no planes, no airline delays, no hassles. It's Branson, Missouri, the entertainment capital of the Midwest. Live music for everyone. Branson has 3 beautiful, enormous lakes, water attractions, live shows, great food, and tons of entertainment. It's a perfect vacation for you and your family, or if you're retired and you want to have a great time. And you can stay in Branson for as low as $99 a night. Please understand, this is not a timeshare offer. It's a real vacation for as little as $99 a night. We've got a free vacation guide we want to send you right now. All you have to do is call for complete details. Get your free Branson, Missouri guide right now by calling this number.
800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. 800-399-4215. That's 800-399-4215. You've been working hard, doing the right thing, and paying your taxes, and putting your hard-earned money in the Medicare piggy bank all your life. And now it's time to break the back. Medicare. If you didn't know it, Medicare is health insurance for people over 65, and you paid for it with your tax dollars. Medicare plans now have more benefits than ever. That's good news, especially if you're like me and looking forward to paying as little as possible for good health insurance. Call and find out what Medicare plan is best for you. Save your time. It's valuable. We've already done the research for you, and in one quick phone call, you can learn how to get the best Medicare plan designed exactly for you. Hey, it's one of the most important decisions in your life. Let us help you through it. Here's our number. Call 65 Plus Medicare now. 800-778-8214. 800-778-8214. That's 800-778-8214.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
You know this man.
Go ahead. Make my day.
We are back at it. Joe Messina, your host. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855-REAL-JOE, 855-732-5563. Get involved, get engaged, be part of the solution. It is truly the way we win. Retired Major General Paul Vallely joins me as he does from time to time. Always appreciate his time with us because, frankly, we're getting the inside view of what's going on here in stateside, if you would, and overseas. And there is a lot happening overseas that you're not hearing about. There's so much noise going on right now. There's so much happening right now that it's hard to focus on any one thing. And again, General, thanks for being with me.
My pleasure, Joe.
So, hey, I don't know if you've checked out the new Muslim city of New York City and see what's going on there as well. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, they're having a wonderful time with Mondavi. What a guy. Never had a job, doesn't know anything, stupid, but he's eloquent. So they believe all of his BS.
He is gonna run that city into the ground. And I hate to say it this way, I'm not trying to be mean. They deserve it. They deserve it because
no doubt about it.
You know what? We have to stop bailing out these cities. Stop bailing out these Democrat havens or socialist havens, and because they choose the wrong person, and then they ask for help.
Yep, that's right.
Tax money should not go there anymore.
That's exactly right.
Anyhow, yeah, whatever. So, we're not seeing the National Guard going out anymore to these places. And I'm just trying to wonder, has Trump backed off of that, do you think? Is he kind of trying to tone it down, or?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Tried to tone down, and it worked in Minneapolis. And there was a little overdone things there for sure. But we're in a new era. ICE was up against a situation that they had not faced before. And so they ramped it up probably a little too much, I guess. Not in my opinion, but and so
I would have gone through the streets like stormtroopers, frankly.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Yeah, but the National Guard, of course, belongs to the states, to the governors, until it's federalized, and the president can federalize the National Guard at any time if he needs to do that. He was probably right on the edge of doing that in Minnesota.
Yeah, again, with everything that's going on, with the corruption that's happening there, the amount of money, and I think what's happening either with many people on our side, and frankly, generally even with myself, where are the handcuffs, right? I mean, we've got stuff right in front of our faces. Where are the handcuffs? What is Bondi doing? And frankly, what is Kash Patel doing? Who of any kind of prominence is being raided at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Well, no, you bring up a good point. I've in several interviews I've said that I'm not very happy that I haven't seen more senior people arrested, put in cuffs, and tried by the Justice Department, Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. We're still waiting, and of course they say, "Well, it's coming, it's coming." I want to see those 50 people that were in the CIA and so on that lied and created the Russia hoax, and all the things they did on the border, like what was his name? The head of
Mayorkas.
Yeah, Mayorkas. John, how should you forget? Yeah, where is he? Why hasn't he been handcuffed? Tried and handcuffed. So they need to do something. They need to do it quicker than they're doing it now. We can't wait any longer.
No, the statute of limitations is running out on some of these things too, and it's trying to say to people, look, you gotta. I don't know if they're afraid. I don't know if the deep state's got something on them, because the deep state's pretty bad, and people don't realize. It's like the legal mafia there inside the government. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't think. I think the reason is they're trying to get as much information as they can so they don't get embarrassed. like they did with Comey. And they want to make sure they're solid. But enough is enough. They've been tracking these people for quite a while now, as far as what they were guilty of. We know what they're guilty of. Let's close it out and let's put handcuffs on them and hold a trial and send them to jail. Enough is enough. We have all the information we need to try them.
We have Comey on video, okay, lying to Congress, telling two different stories at two different times. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
What got screwed up? How bad is that? You're the AG of the country. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. It's all there. That's what I'm saying. Let's try them. Let's get this off the ground. My goodness, these people were evil. What they did to our government.
Yep.
Especially that Mayorkas clown.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
How
the same
about the
thing
clown
with the
on
Epstein.
COVID?
Was that? Oh yeah.
How about the clown on COVID? Huh?
Yeah.
Fauci. Why isn't that guy in jail for what he did?
Yeah, I totally agree.
It really disturbs me. But Joe, I want to tell you, our foundation is 25 years old, the Stand Up America U.S. Foundation. Everybody should get our newsletter every Friday. Everything I'm talking about is on our newsletter. And they're all on our 6 books that we've written, all on the website, standupamericaus.org. It's all there. You can take it, Joe. You can use it on your show. Whatever we write, you can use it that. Because I have some very good intelligence people that work for me.
No, I tell people
States,
that on a
overseas.
regular basis, and actually I do steal some of your stories. Talk about them on the show.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But I think people are really, our people especially, are really getting kind of frustrated of all the people they thought of, the team that he put together. The only real firecrackers at this point in time is, Rubio and J.D. Vance and a few others. It just seems like where's Patel? For real.
Well, all the other guys on the business side, which is the most important thing, are doing great work.
Yeah.
Secretary of Treasury. I mean, they're those guys that are doing the work out there, negotiating business deals and on oil and gas and trade and all that. They're doing a fantastic job of turning things around.
Yeah. Well, the average, I hate to say it this way, both sides of the aisle, but the average person has no idea really how all that stuff comes together. What they have an idea of, what they wanted to see, even from the first time around, was a Hillary Clinton put in jail. I mean, today she flat out lied yesterday, saying that she'd never met Epstein. She really didn't know who he was, and you've got a half a dozen pictures of her with him.
Well, it's a major job to unfold everything that's been done.
I know that
by these crazy people. You just can't do it in a year. But we're getting a little impatient with some of these things. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But what he's doing in the economy, international trade, the embargoes, it's going very, very well.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that you're right, though. There are many economists that will talk about the mere fact that the economy is doing well. It is growing.
Yeah.
It is strong. It's just that right now the average person, and I do mean the average person, doesn't really see that. They see the gas gone down, but they don't quite understand it or how. Now you're seeing these massive layoffs, job layoffs, and I've been trying to tell some people. What's that?
Well, no, but you see a lot of new hirings as well.
Yeah, but some of those layoffs are due to AI. Some of those layoffs are due, when computers came in, there were many layoffs because you didn't need as many people in the department.
But AI is creating a lot of new jobs as well.
Yeah.
Now, I'll ask you one question. Where in Los Angeles can you go that you can't buy anything you want at a reasonable price?
No.
Name me one thing in a supermarket you can't buy at a reasonable price right now.
You can buy everything. I would tell you that some of the stuff is not a reasonable price.
What is it? Tell me what's expensive.
$5 for gas. We're paying. I mean,
that's you. I'm paying $1.90.
I know. I'm very envious.
Yeah. Tell me what you can't buy in a supermarket.
No, you could buy anything in California. You pretty much get your hands on everything.
If not, go to Texas. You could buy everything. Yeah, or buy it on Amazon.
But I will tell you,
you can buy anything you want.
General, I have some equipment around the house. I have a generator that I need parts for. I have this. I have that. And it's funny. I hop on Amazon to get the part or eBay. And it says,
that's okay.
We can, no. It says, we can't ship this part to your state. Like, oh, damn it, Newsom.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Seriously. So I have a friend,
Yeah.
I won't tell anybody who it is, but I have a friend who lives in Vegas, and I ship it to him, and then he ships it to me. So what they do is ridiculous. All right, Stand Up America U.S. is what it is, right?
Yes, Stand Up, 25 years old almost, founded by Admiral Lyons, Joan McInerney, and I. We have a staff of 12 super intelligence people. That's all they do. Is write up our articles and our reports every week. We send them to Trump and the administration. We publish on Substack. I'm personally a Substack author. So everything you can use, believe me, go on every day and get our newsletter every Saturday morning.
And quickly tell me about your new book.
It's called Reality Prism 2.0, 2.0 Reality Prism, and it's all about my trip to Egypt to meet General El-Sisi, and what he told me sparked me to write the book. And when I met with him, he says, why does America always seem to make its decisions looking through a political prism rather than a reality prism?
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, my God, here's a gentleman in Egypt telling us how we do our business in the United States, and he hit it right on target.
Yep.
Trying to solve problems politically rather than from reality. And that's why I love Trump so much. He looks at the problem and he comes up with the solution.
Yep.
He doesn't care about the politics.
God bless. Appreciate what you're doing. We got to go. And
okay.
You take care of yourself.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
All right. We'll be back in a few minutes with me. No. Evan Sayah joins me in the next hour. Don't go far.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Ryan Routh, found guilty of trying to assassinate Donald Trump at his Florida golf course in 2024, has been sentenced to life in prison.
Judge Aileen Cannon